Many people begin fasting at the start of the year with a simple question in their hearts. What is really happening when I fast? Is anything changing beyond what I can feel? The truth is this: fasting moves things in the spiritual realm long before they appear in the physical. The spiritual world always responds before the natural world catches up. When you fast at the beginning of the year, you are not wasting time, you are reordering realities. Fasting is a divine exchange. You surrender physical comfort, and heaven releases spiritual strength. You lay down appetite, and God sharpens vision. You quiet the flesh, and the spirit becomes attentive. At the start of the year, fasting resets your spiritual alignment. It recalibrates your inner compass. It helps you release the weight of the previous year so you can walk freely into the new one. Many people carry emotional residue into January: disappointment, regret, unanswered prayers, fear of repeating old cycles. Fasting creates space for God to heal what words alone cannot reach. When you fast, spiritual sensitivity increases. You begin to notice what you once ignored. You sense when God is leading and when distractions are pulling. You recognize spiritual prompts more clearly. This is why fasting is so powerful at the beginning of the year. Direction matters most before momentum builds. During fasting, God often speaks quietly. Not in thunder, but in whispers. Not through pressure, but through peace. This is where discernment grows. Fasting also brings spiritual cleansing. Not just from sin, but from spiritual clutter. From noise. From unnecessary attachments. From habits that drain life instead of producing fruit. As the year opens, fasting clears internal space for divine instruction. It makes room for new assignments, fresh ideas, and renewed purpose. Something else happens during fasting: your will aligns with God's will. Desires begin to shift. Some things lose their grip. Some ambitions fade. Some callings rise. This alignment protects you from costly mistakes later in the year. When you fast early, you avoid building your year on unstable desires. You begin to want what God wants. Fasting also establishes spiritual authority. When the flesh submits, the spirit rises. And when the spirit rises, resistance weakens. Even if you don't feel powerful, something is changing. Heaven is recording obedience. Angels are moving. Foundations are being laid. Many people expect fasting to produce instant visible breakthroughs, but fasting often works quietly. It prepares you to carry what God intends to release later. Some blessings require maturity before manifestation. At the start of the year, fasting develops that maturity. It teaches patience, obedience, and trust. It trains your spirit to lead and your flesh to follow. Fasting also invites peace.